Welcome to the Franchise Freedom Podcast. I'm your host, Giuseppe Grammatico, your franchise guide, the show where we help corporate executives experience time and financial freedom. Thanks for joining us today. You guys asked for more guests, and we're excited to bring on my good friend, Mike Bahun of Fundraising U. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, and I'm glad you said your name first so I didn't have to take that on. So thanks.
It's G. Everyone calls me G. It's so much easier. It's even
Yeah.
harder to spell. I was doing a lot of solo episodes. We've been mixing it up. We've had some awesome guests, and I've been looking forward to this one. If you can give the audience a little bit of background, who Mike is, and we can get into a little bit more on Fundraising U.
Yeah, I'm a coach at heart. Everything inside of what I do every day and everything I'm passionate about is coaching business owners, coaching in sports. And so I'm from Omaha, Nebraska originally, spent the first 35 years there, fell in love with athletics. That was a springboard for our business. Lived in Kansas City and now moved because of the growth of the business. I'm now in Arizona. Been married for 20 years. As of this October 7th, I got twin 16-year-old girls, and I absolutely love coaching people and building teams and being part of that. And I love entrepreneurship. And so this brand is the emergence over time of the right transactional opportunity with the right transformational day-to-day blending. And I think our brand is unique there. So essentially, my passion is coaching people and building up athletics because the net effect is your nephew, my niece, a cousin, whoever you know that gets to be part of sports or activities in schools, we make a difference there.
Love that. So let's dive into Fundraising U. This is definitely a unique type of business. I really like it. It stands out. It checks off a lot of boxes when it comes to really helping the community, giving back. So talk to us a little bit about the model. How when you started and kind of where you're at today.
Yeah, it started in 1999 when I got released from playing baseball. I went back to my high school and I was handed the keys to run my high school baseball program. And the guy said, you get 24 baseballs and the rest of the money you have to come up with yourself. And so that was my first experience with fundraising. And so as a high school baseball coach in 1999, that's where this started. So 26 years now, Fundraising University has been evolving and emerging to get to this point. And I saw a need. I got excited about the idea of using my entrepreneurial background and being in sports. And the more that I could be around the student athlete and the activity experience, the more I wanted that to happen. And so we started out like a lot of brands. We just had a territory. Then just through meeting coaches that liked what we did, athletes, we started expanding. And then we had 10 locations by 2016. And then I went to a 2-year course called the Wealth Factory. And it's an entrepreneurial finance course. And I went through that, and at the very end of it, the gentleman presented the idea about it being a franchise. And I had never looked at it that way. And I was part of a national network called the C12, and they had tons of franchisees and franchisors. So for 2 years, I studied the idea about the model. And then in 2018, we spent the 2 years to become compliant, real validation, a real operations manual, a real FDD. And we launched in March of 20 as a franchise system. Cool, I was holding this back for this call because I was excited. So those 10 locations in 2016, here this morning, we just brought on our 100th territory.
Wow. That is, that's an amazing feat. I don't know the stat. You may know the stat, but the percentage of franchise companies that actually make it to 100 locations or territories.
Mike just announced they hit 100 territories. But what exactly is the unique service model of Fundraising U that made this explosive growth possible? Find out how they turned fundraising from a commodity into a high-margin, digital-first service in the next segment.